Click the bell icon to get latest videos from Ekeeda.
Hello friends, welcome to Ekeeda. Today we will see problem number 2 on graphical method of finding residues. Let us see what it is. A voltage function V of S, which is 3 into S divided by S plus 2 into S square plus 2S plus 2 is given. We have to plot the pole zero diagram and hence we have to obtain V of t. So to obtain the pole zero diagram, we need to find the roots of this equation. Let us find the roots by using calculus. So these are the roots and this is how we have written it. Now we will write it again. And now we will draw the pole zero plot. You can see there is 1 0 at S equal to 0. And there will be 3 poles. One will be at S equal to minus 2. Then S equal to minus 1 plus J1. And S equal to minus 1 minus J1. So this is how the pole zero plot will be. There will be a 0 at S equal to 0 and there will be 3 poles at minus 2 as expected, and this is going to be minus 1 plus J1 and this is minus 1 minus J1. Now we'll write the function first. Now we'll write these functions by using the residues which are to be calculated. Now for complex conjugate pair, we know that this K3 is going to be complex conjugate of K2. So we can write. So just if we find K2, we will get the answer. So first we will find K1, then we will find K2. Now to find K1, we have to concentrate on a pole which is at S equal to minus 2, means this pole. And we should draw our vectors which are from other poles and other zeros. So from this 0, the vector which is pointing here will have magnitude equal to 2 and it will have phase of 180 degree because direction will be towards this minus 2. And there will be 2 more vectors. One will be from this pole and another will be from this pole. So we'll draw it in a separate diagram. Now you can see from this 0 to this pole, if I draw one vector, it will be like this. And so it will have magnitude. So this vector will have magnitude equal to 2 and phase of pi. Now from this pole, if I draw one vector here, like this, we will have to calculate the magnitude as well as we have to calculate the phase. So for this particular vector which is in green, from this pole to this pole, see the direction. The magnitude of this vector will be, see this length is 1 to 2 means it is 1, this length is 1 and this height also is 1j, here also it is minus 1j. So this is 1 and this is 1, so it is like something like a right angle triangle which is of same two sides 1 and 1, and so this is going to be root 2. So the length of this is going to be root 2, this particular vector. And in terms of angle is to be evaluated at this particular pole. So for this pole which is shown by this red cross, the angle will be Suppose I draw it here, a faint. So this is going to be the angle. If I come clockwise, it will be a negative angle. So this angle is 90 plus we need this angle. That means we want this particular angle. This is nothing but -2 pole, and this is -1 pole, and this is a cross pole. So this angle will be, see, this is 90, this is 1 and 1 which is same, so this angle is 45 degrees. So this 90, so this particular angle is 90, and plus this angle is going to be a 45, means 90 plus 45, which is going to be 135. But because we are going in this direction, it is going to be minus 135. So it is going to be root 2 into e raised to minus j 135. And similarly, we can show that for this particular vector, which is on downside, so we can call it as dash, magnitude will be root 2, but angle will be e raised to plus j 135. Now by taking all these three things into account, for k1 we will write k1 equal to the scaling factor, which is h, and we'll see what is h here. You can see it is 3, that means h is equal to 3. Now numerator will be related with 0. So for 0 vector we have its magnitude equal to 2 and angle as e raised to j pi, that is 180, divided by this particular vector which is from upper pole, and that is nothing but root 2 into e raised to minus j 135 multiplied by the vector from this downward pole, which is again same magnitude, root 2 into e raised to j 135. Why they are multiplied is because of Heaviside formula. And now you can see these two exponential terms will get cancelled, and this root 2 and root 2 will become 2, which will get cancelled with this 2. So there will be many cancellations cancelled, and you can, well, we can't do it like this, but this 2 will get cancelled with this, and the answer that we will have now is going to be 3 into e raised to j pi. Now e raised to j pi is minus 1, so it is going to be minus of 3. So k1 is what we have got as minus of 3. Now we will calculate k2. Now the pole which is related with k2 is s equal to minus 1 plus j1. This pole minus 1 plus j1. So we'll draw the diagram again. So when this pole is a question, then we'll have to draw one vector from this 0 like this, and two more vectors. One will be from this pole and one will be directly from this pole. Now we should know the coordinates, of course. This is minus 2. Approximately we are taking it as minus 1. Distances are approximate. This is minus j1 and this is plus j1. And now we can very easily calculate the length as well as angle. So first we'll see this 0, and for this 0 you can see this distance is 1 and this height also is 1. This angle is 90, so these angles have to be 45. So this angle is nothing but 45 degrees. This angle is 90. So this red cross is nothing but k2 pole, and the vector that we have, it will have length equal to, which is to be evaluated again, this is 1 and this is 1. So this is going to be root 2, and the angle is 90 plus 45, which is plus 135. So e raised to j 135. Then if you see this second pole, which is you can call as K2 conjugate or K3 also. From this pole also there is one vector, and the length of this vector, which is going exactly 90 degrees, this in green, so that vector is, so we can write from point A to K2 we have one vector which is like this, vertical, and for this vector the length will be 1 plus 1, that is 2, and you can see the angle is 90, so it is e raised to j pi by 2, because it is vertical, this angle is 90, and length is 1 plus 1, that is equal to 2. So this pole also is done. Now pole at -2, so one more vector is there which is shown in green sign again, and for this vector again length is going to remain same. For K1 this length was calculated, this total length was calculated to be √2, and this length will be surely √2, and we are drawing this vector from this pole to this pole, so this angle is required, and as this length is 1, from -2 to -1 is 1, and this -1 to this one is also 1, this angle is again 45 degrees, and we always go for counterclockwise angle, so for this case it is going to be √2 into e raised to j 45. So you can write it here also, it is e raised to j 45. So we have this vector which is equal to √2 into e raised to j 45. Now we will add all these three and write the equation. So this was our original equation, K1, K2 and K3. K3 is the complex conjugate for K2, and for K1 continuation of video. Now this is about K1. For K2 scaling factor again is same, that is 3. Scaling factor is 3. Now this we are calculating is nothing but K2. This volt term is nothing but K2, and when we calculate it, the denominator there is s plus 1 minus j1, and whatever we calculate K2, we'll write K2 conjugate as the third term. So third term will be K2 is what I am writing. See, this K2 corresponds to this complete factor, and denominator it is s plus 1 minus j1. Here also it is s plus 1 minus j1. So remaining factor, all this remaining term, is K2, and then there will be K2 conjugate divided by plus j1. So we'll calculate the K2 first, and if you calculate K2 will be, you can see this is e raised to j 135, this is 90, this is 45, so 90 plus 45 is going to be 135, so it is going to get cancelled. All these are going to get cancelled, means √2 is going to get cancelled, then the answer will remain as 3 by 2. So it is same as 3 by 2, because complex conjugate of 3 by 2 is 3 by 2 only. So we have got K2 as 3 by 2. So finally we'll write And the complex conjugate for this 3 by 2, same. And this is how we got all the residues K1, K2 and K2 conjugate. And now just by applying inverse Laplace transform, we'll get V of t. So for this first term, it is going to be minus 3 into e raised to minus 2t. For this term, it is going to be 3 by 2 into e raised to minus of this term. That means e raised to minus of 1 minus j1. And for the last term, it is going to be 3 by 2 into e raised to j into minus of 1 plus j1. Now we can combine these terms. And it is going to be e raised to j theta plus e raised to minus j theta divided by 2, and that 2 is already here. So that is our final answer as far as V of t is concerned. So that's it. The problem is over now. So thank you very much guys for watching this video. Stay tuned to Ekeeda and do subscribe to Ekeeda. Thank you.